So we're out here walking again, and I'm gonna make myself some juice. And we'll get out there on that trail. Now you'll notice I'm only gonna fill this halfway, see that? Because I want this jug to have the same amount of water as the other jug. So that way, one side is not heavier than the other side. So this way, when I put my jugs back on my belt, they're the same weight. Now, I carry my water on my hips. If you can carry your water on your hips, you're really not going to feel the weight. Anything that you put on your hips, you don't feel any weight. So my knife is on my hip, my ferro rod, my water. That's pretty much it. Now a lot of people will run these, I forget what they're called, a reservoir, a plastic bag inside the back of their pack. Now when you do that, you try to keep it as close as you can to the back and in the center of the pack, because that's where the least amount of weight is you're going to feel. We're almost there. Pack feels good, actually. All this walking I've been doing seems to have been making the pack lighter and lighter. And again, I'm carrying 30 pounds. I usually carry 20, 25, depending on where I'm going. And I actually lost weight. I'm down to 222 is what I'm down to. And I haven't been walking every day, even though I wanted to, because we heated up again. We got up into the 90s. But I've been doing it like 3 times a week, minimum, sometimes more. And it's definitely making a difference. I mean, so that's been pretty nice. Okay. So now, I'm going to tie this up. And that hooks on there with a clip. And we're all set. So, there we go. Okay. Yeah, this feels pretty light actually. I was watching another prepper's channel and he bought a new backpack. It's a Eberlestock or something, he said. Those are heavy duty backpacks. He said, boy, it's 12 pounds before I got anything in it. And I thought that was kind of funny. You got to learn how to use your pack. I don't care which one you buy. A lot of people try to go light on their pack. I mean, my Kafaru pack I'm wearing right now is 10, 12 pounds with nothing in it. Easy. And this is a frame pack. And because it's a frame pack, you can put more weight in it. You can separate the pack from the frame. So literally there's a big hole in between there. And I could put 50 pounds of venison in there. You debone the venison, put it inside meat bags, the special bags they make, and then you put it between the pack and the frame and you reef it down. So now you got 50 pounds of meat, 20-pound pack, you're up to 70 pounds, and the pack will do it. Now, a lot of your ultralight packs for hiking, they won't do that. So the difference between a prepper, you know, and a hiker, I would say extends to his pack. Because I would say we need a heavier pack, because if we want to do that stuff, you know, if you want to carry wild game, I mean, if you're out there and, you know, you take down a deer, then you're going to want, with a compound bow, nice and quiet, you're going to want something to carry it out nice and quiet. Or you're going to have to make a few trips. Whew. Now, with his pack, I don't think he was sure of the sternum strap here. Hope you can see that. It goes across your chest strap, whatever you want to call it. I run this loose. I don't run this tight at all. Some people do, but I run it loose. Now, when I do that, it just keeps the shoulder straps from moving around. Then you've got this strap here, and you've got this strap here. Now this tightens down. I got it kind of medium right now. My waist is kind of loose. So most of the weight right now is on those straps, not my waist. So why do you want to do that? Well, you give your waist a break. You know, if your waist is sweating, you get hot spots, feel it getting warm. I carry Lico tape, but you might want to carry that. And wherever it's getting red, I'll put some tape on it, because obviously it's rubbing there, which in turn will form a blister, which is very, very uncomfortable. I also use the Lico tape on my feet. And as soon as you feel what they refer to as a hot spot, or it's getting warm, don't keep walking. Don't say, I'll do it in 5 minutes. No, take your pack up, sit on your ass, and put some tape on that right away. And that'll prevent you from having a very uncomfortable walk. But I got my straps pretty tight right now. So all the weight's on my straps here. Now later, after you walk a while, I'll loosen these straps and I'll tighten up my waist, moving the weight to my waist and taking it off my shoulders. And you do this off and on. 70% of the time, I've got it on my waist. But when my waist needs a break, it goes to the shoulders by tightening these down and loosening the waist. I'm shifting the weight from the bottom to the top. And learning how to use your pack is very important. And even learning how to pack your pack is very important. That'll be another video. And I noticed a new YouTuber called Alley Cat. I'll have her link in the bottom. You want to sub her up, help her out. She had some drama with some preppers. Her first experience, I guess. She didn't take it. I'm beginning to think her name's the right name, Alley Cat. She come out strong and said, "You're gonna mess with me? Come on." Oh, that was a good laugh. That's for sure. Nothing much really happening. I still see most of the preppers sitting at their desks. I don't see anybody with a backpack yet, even though they all say they got one. Cooler weather's coming. I mean, I'm in the south of Tennessee. We got another month of hot weather. And but up north, they don't. You know, even if they don't got a pack, you know, walk and talk. Get out from behind that desk. Get down to your park there and take a video. I mean, geez. I went to dig out my knives and forks. I can't find them. I checked all 5 packs, nothing. I checked the shelves. I mean, I tore everything apart. I can't find my titanium knife and forks. So yesterday I had to order some. 20 bucks for a fork and a knife and a spoon. Man, I'll probably find it after the new set comes in. Although the new set has a better knife to it. So I might like that. That's the thing. I did put my little lantern in here. So that's in here now. Couple propane tanks. I added a few things to it. So obviously this thing here I added. So, and it's kind of cool how it attaches to my pack there. I can just take it off and take a drink when I want. So literally I got two 40-ounce jugs on my waist that carry water. And I could fill this up with water also to carry more if I want. But I like how it shakes. I like how it attaches to my pack like that. It's right there for me to grab. This item I bought, which carries my glasses and my sunglasses, it's working out pretty good. And when you go out and test your gear, you find out, was it worth it? Bottom line is, if you use it, I don't care what you pay for it, it's worth it. And if you don't use it, well, then it wasn't worth it. It was a waste of money, right? Now, the Cafaro pack I run, it's expensive. They're not cheap packs. They are made for hunters. They are made to take a beating. Packs run $300 to $400. Then you buy the frames separate, another $300 or $400. And of course, if you buy the things that hold the water bottles on the side, and then of course a couple pouches on the back, well, you can get into a $1,000 pack pretty easy. But it'll last forever. You'll never buy it again. I've had 3 different Cafaro packs to try them, and I finally settled for this one. I think this is called the Magnum 44, is what this is called. So that works pretty good. I need to get a drink, so let me stop at this picnic table and get myself a drink. Set this up for you guys. Okay. It's grapefruit. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 everything. That thing's awesome. I might need to get a new pair of pants. My waist is getting less. Gotta take some of that off my waist. Okay, let's go again. I go 5, sometimes 8 times around this track. But I don't see none of them getting out. I see a bunch of fat preppers sitting behind their desks telling everybody what to do. Or I see them starting fires on baking pans at their desk. I guess they're scared if they get down on the ground, they're gonna have to roll to get back up. Oh, Lord. Look, it's okay to make videos. And of course, everybody wants to run sponsorships and get people to pay them monthly fees. Pay us $1 a month. Come on. Lordy, lordy. You know, if it was somebody unique, I could see doing that. I mean, they put a lot of time in the editing. I mean, if you're learning something, education does cost. But to sit behind a desk and say, send me $1, it's more like begging to me. I don't know. I don't know. It's just not me, man. Just not me. Oh. Yeah, this is turning into a nice workout. But like I said, I do this about 3 times a week now, minimum. And sometimes I didn't get out every day like I wanted. It was just too hot. Now the other thing about walking like this, okay, and if you can with your pack on, you're gonna get shortness of breath. And that's just how it is. So if you really had to get out there and walk, you know, if you had to outrun something, then forget it. You're pretty much dead. And you can start off slow, walk with no pack, you know, and get used to the walking, your lungs expanding, your lungs exercising. What do you got to lose with that? And then, you know, bring in a smaller pack. Buy a $5 or $10 pack at Walmart. And put like, I don't know, 10 pounds in it. And then get used to that. You're gonna find your stamina is gonna build. Your breathing's gonna get better. And you're just gonna get healthier. And you're gonna find out real quick. Any of these guys are gonna find out, can they actually talk when you're breathing? Or can't they? Now, the guys that are really heavy, you know, 300, 400, in a way, if you are that weight, you're gonna lose it fast. I gotta tell you that right now. You're gonna take off 100 pounds like it's nothing within 3 months. Because you have so much weight, it's gonna melt off you. When you start getting down, like where I'm at 222 now, it hangs there. Seems like no matter how much I exercise, fighting to get to that 200 is very difficult. But the guys that are heavy, 300, 400, I'm telling you right now, you got out and just did some walking, you'd probably see, probably within 2 to 3 weeks, 40 pounds gone. It'll amaze you. Change 1 or 2 things in your diet. Don't drink soda. Get away from it. It's evil. And you'll probably lose 20 pounds. You stop drinking soda. Anything with carbs, rice, potatoes. General rule when you're a diabetic like myself, if it's white, it's not right. That's the rule of thumb. And now don't get me wrong, I do eat carbs still. I mean, I love my stuffed peppers. I just go a little lighter on them. I don't use minute rice. And when I eat tomato sandwiches, I don't eat white bread, I eat whole wheat. I mean, I change things, that's all. Now, ideally, if you don't have to eat it, don't. But like I said, if it's white, it's not right. But you take 1 or 2 things out of your diet, like soda, chips. Those 2 things are the worst things you can eat. And I eat a bag of chips every now and then. Once every, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. So, But I really do try to watch what I eat and try to get out like this and do some exercise. If you're under 57 years old, and that's what I'm at, and you can't do this, look in the mirror and say, what am I going to do to change this? Anybody can take a credit card and buy things and have some cool stuff. But if you're buying food and you're 300-400 pounds for when shit hits the fan, and you're buying it because you're scared you're going to lose your food, then there's a problem there. I've said it, and I've said it a million times, which offends people. If you're truly a prepper, you quit smoking, you take the weight off, you start paying attention to your body. Now, you don't need to be a muscle man, but if you need to lose some pounds, then time to address that. Put the credit card back in your pocket. Now, a lot of guys will say, well, I need a lighter pack. My pack's too heavy. I got to buy lighter stuff. Well, take a look and look down at that belly. How much weight's on your gut? I'm trying to get rid of 20 pounds. Can you imagine that? If and when I achieve that, I just took 20 pounds off myself. My God. That means I could probably load up another 5 pounds in luxury items, like a chair in my pack. So that's something to consider. Some people say, well, the pack weighs 10 pounds. Yeah, but my gut weighs 20. Take off the gut, you won't notice the pack. So that's just a fact. So if it offends you to have me say quit smoking, believe me, you don't want to be dependent on that nicotine. When I quit 7 years ago, me and my wife, we had some pretty heavy duty fights. We were bears for at least 3 months. We almost had a divorce. I'm not kidding. It's the hardest thing I ever did. Now, we're glad we did. But back then, that was hell. You don't want to be going through that when shit hits the fan and you've got all that other stuff to worry about. You want to do that now. We don't like being uncomfortable as human beings. I'll tell you. And it's hard when you do it by yourself, because you think the Army does it with a group. So you got 20, 30 guys pushing themselves, running, and I don't. I'm out here walking by myself. There's no group spirit, and that makes it harder. But all you fat guys, come on. Get out there and start walking. You can do it. I know you can. And if you lied and told everybody you got a pack, so what? You don't need to show a pack. Get your butt out there and start walking. Oh, I don't care who I offend. I'm not trying to make $1 million here. I'm just messing around with my videos, having some fun, backpacking, camping. I've always camped. I love it. It's a personal hobby. Clears my head, and just makes me feel better. Now, when you stop moving, that's when you die. When you get fat, you die. You die quicker. And you don't want to do that. There's too much out here yet to enjoy. Kids, grandkids. I mean, heck, you want to miss Biden falling down a set of stairs? There's just too much to see. There really is. And I am quite surprised at how they took a free country and turned it into a communist country and took away people's unemployment that they pay for when they work, and they made these companies fire people. I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm seeing this. This is a new one. You know, really new. And I told you a long time ago in the video I made, people will put up with anything. Just go look at third world countries. They don't have disability. They don't have welfare. They don't have nothing. I mean, there are people wheeling themselves down a sidewalk with no legs. And the only thing they can do is beg. Those are true beggars. There's nothing the government gives them. And yet, you don't see them uprising, do you? Not at all. People's lives are too comfortable. And as long as we're comfortable, they'll take away the rights. The other thing I've noticed is people want the government to make them safe. If they feel the government is making them safe, the government can take away as many rights as they want. And the people will be like, that's okay. He's looking after us, man. Maybe the day has come where people don't look after themselves. Maybe we're on the edge of the artificial intelligence, the AI, that takes over all the jobs. And then we go to universal income where they start giving everybody money. I wonder what the percentages would be like for overweight people compared to people that want to stay healthy then. I wonder what that would rise to. It's like that cartoon, was it Oh Wally? That's the funniest cartoon I've ever seen. All right, I think I've said enough. I'm going to walk another 3 or 4 times around the track, and I'll call it a day for my morning. But hey, get yourself out there and start walking. It's starting to cool off. Now's a good time to do it. It's not as uncomfortable as it is in June. Catch you guys on the next one.